What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark, MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic. Today, we're going to talk about Bonus Track. This is a new movie that dropped on VOD. I was actually given a screener for the movie almost at exactly the same time. Midweek is not great for me. So I'm getting to you now about Bonus Track. To tell you, Bonus Track is a good movie. Just gonna say that straight up front because we're gonna have to dive into it. It's based on a short story by Josh O'Connor, which is a fun fact. It stars Joe Anders and Samuel Paul Smith, who are two teenagers who go to the same school. One of them is the son of a rock star. The other one is just sort of like a little bit of a music prodigy who's really sort of into music, and they kind of team up together to win the talent show. But is there more to this team up? Hint, hint, there is. Just like there was an undercurrent in the relationship in Challengers, there's a little bit more of a visible undercurrent here between these boys. So, although they start off as friends and work their way to it, that's the movie basically, and it doesn't have audio description. I wish it did. It doesn't have audio description on any VOD platform that I found, so it's not just my screener. I wish this film did because I really like this film. This film's in contention to be my favorite film without audio description of 2025. Let's see if it could hold on to that title, because it already is. Of the films that I've seen without audio description, I would say Bonus Track is my favorite film that does not have audio description currently. It's that film where I have like a yearning for it to have accessibility, where I'm like, oh, please God, grant this film the power of accessibility in a time in which everybody's running from DEI. By the way, if you could stand up for my rights as a disabled person, that'd be great. But anyway, Bonus Track is a story where, there's scandal. You have these two families and they're sort of listening, and one's parents are in very dramatic moments, and then another's like, well, who listens to this? Is this news? I love that kind of stuff. But my favorite part was like right away I jumped in. I didn't know. I don't pay attention, man. I watch a lot. I just go in a lot of these movies with like little to no knowledge about what it is I'm about to watch or who's in them. I remembered it was based on a short story by Josh O'Connor. But basically, I got an email like, do you want to screen this? I was like, yes. Jack Davenport's in this. I love Jack Davenport. His career is just basically like, hey, what's up? I'm here. And I wish his career was more than that, because I love this. I love him as an actor. I think he's turned in several great performances over the years, and then he just kind of he seems to just keep losing more and more steam as an actor. He came in sort of bold as being like one of the lesser important factors of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. And then finally he hits big with this huge glossy starring role in Smash, where I get to see all of his potential. Later on, he's like the husband for Jennifer Aniston's character in like The Morning Show, where he's in like, I don't know, 3 episodes, and now he's the dad in this movie where he's in, I don't know, 3 scenes. So I would love to give his career like a life resurgence, but because I would watch a Jack Davenport movie, like him at the top, I'd be like, yes, I'm gonna watch this movie. I like him as an actor. I don't know why he has sort of floundered. Why Hollywood has just been like, nah, you're back down. Nobody knows who you are. It's like, I know who Jack Davenport is. I recognize that voice immediately. I knew exactly who that was. I could hear him telling Karen or Ivy that they were inadequate. So, yeah, it's nice to have him in Bonus Track, and to watch the relationship of these boys grow over the course of the movie was a nice change of pace. And I don't know, it was just a fun movie. It was fun. It was cute. It had It has some good music in it. I don't know, it was a pleasant surprise. It felt like, same thing like when Big Boys just sort of came across my path this year, which is one of my favorite films without audio description last year. It just like it felt like a breath of fresh air. It felt like the movie I needed right then. Not necessarily because it's LGBTQ, but just because it's well made, well directed, well acted, and no one's talking about it. Like no one cares, which is so sad because this movie is actually really good. And I wish I could give it like a firm grade. This is one of the problems of not having audio description is like I don't know exactly where to throw down, that stake is because it could float up or down depending on certain things. Because, yeah, as a blind film critic, there are certain things that I miss. There are times when there's a visual cue that I miss that. There are times when they're not talking and doing, uh, and I miss that. So, um, you know, but so like with virtually every single movie I've ever seen without audio description, this is unwatchable due to lack of audio description. But that doesn't mean that I don't like it. And if you're sighted and you're watching this, please watch this. I think this is a good movie. I would say I heavily lean fresh on this, and I I don't know. My floating grade would be like an A minus, which means it could be an A or B plus, but it's just, yeah, it's all about accessibility and audio description these days. And at a day and age where people can't be running faster away from it and taking away my rights as an individual, I have to continue to. Sorry, I can't just throw films a bone for not doing the work as much as I would like to. Um, so if one day Bonus Track does acquire audio description, I'd love to rewatch it. This would definitely be an easy rewatch for me. Wouldn't even have to think twice about that. I mean, I've rewatched other movies I didn't even like the first time through because they gained audio description. So yeah, I would watch this again. Anyway, that's it. Bonus Track. Get yourself your little queer romance on. I know I'm a day late and $1 short for Valentine's Day, but there's no reason that you can't find love all year long. I think isn't that like it's got to definitely be like a jeweler thing, right? Like it's got to be like a jeweler company. That's their slogan. Find love all year long at K's. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And I'll see you guys on the other side.